and it's what we call in the field micro, exactly, which is the individual, the family. Family, and then macro, which is
workers, therapists, and so forth. How do these entities work together to create a whole child, which ultimately translates to a whole adult? So no one thing is mutually exclusive from the other. That's the importance of what we do.
How to work within those systems. There is no such thing as a normal family. The only normal thing is the dial on the washing machine. That's the only thing that's really normal. And so learning how to work with I am excited about learning how to work with individuals who are neurodivergent. That doesn't mean that there's something wrong. That, to me, that's not a disability. That's a difference in knowing how to work with differences within the family.
One of the importance of what we do is we want to teach people how to work with groups. That's the beauty about our profession. It's the beauty about what we do. Each student is going to do, each child is going to do each in between those differences.
Absolutely.
Is there any type of certain criteria?
The word that comes to mind is reciprocation. So if we are giving services and our students are providing services, the work that we've done with Texas Health Resources. Texas Health Resources is a funder. They're not doing the work, but they want to impact the communities where their clinics are housed. So they've come to those relationships with organizations in these particular zip codes where our clinics are. And we want to empower those communities. And so they partner with us, right? And they say, we'll give you the funds you need to do the research that we need done so that we can make informed decisions about where we put our money and what organizations will support their efforts. So that's an example of a reciprocal relationship.
And we have to be also very cautious and recognizing that all money is not good money.
That's amen. Oh, that's the same. But there have been times, where we said we would do an amount of work and that it would cost this, and it was within the perimeters, and they came back and undercut significantly, maybe 2%, maybe to do the work that you really want us to do and to empower our students. We always try to find a way to empower our students by stipends or research opportunities and paid in capacity to do. We said thank you, but no thank you. And I think that actually surprised them. They thought we were going to say, oh yeah, we'll take that community well. And ultimately, we'll be doing a lot more work than what we have the capacity to do.
Sometimes people that you're trying to partner with may not be good partners. They may not be the partners that's going to benefit the community, the participants within the community. So you have to begin to recognize who's for you and who's not for you.
I think there's a lesson for leaders who are developing organizations is make sure your mission should even lead your money. And if you're not in line with your mission, a part of our mission is to strengthen our community. So we say, oh, we know what you need and we're coming in. We partner with our community because we believe those lived experiences really do make our community partners the experts. We have had those partnerships and they come together, they have the experience, they have the relationship in the community. That makes for a really great outcome overall.
For the organizations or even the funders that you're looking for, they have to reflect the population.
And the values of the population
being serviced. But is the organization or agency the person? Okay. The organization look like the people they're trying to serve. It makes a difference in how services are provided. So we have to really be mindful of that. Again, sometimes we have to say no. It's not a good fit for us.
So with that being said, of course, here at the university and in the community, how important is it for you? And I'm going to personalize this. How important is it for you? I know that you're the dean and Dr. Kobe, you're the chair, but how important is it for you personally to give back to the community? How important is that?
Oh, absolutely. I think I was talking to someone yesterday, and our conversation is one of the faculty. And our conversation is about some of us are driven by those life areas that have impacted us. I remember growing up in a community and in church where for Christmas time, if you didn't have the resources, you were always guaranteed a sack full of fruit and candy and nuts, things that was and now I realize it was to sustain us through the holidays because many children didn't have those resources. So I remember being driven, working in the district in community mental health and really wanting to do that same thing. I can relate back to, I remember what it was like to have that big old thick, that big old thick peppermint.
Yes.
I think it's smaller now, but it used to be real long and thick, about a good 2 inches. And you could eat on that all Christmas holiday, things like that. So I think personally for me, it's taking what I learned as a child from my experiences, how community was so important. And at that time, biggest community really happened in the church, but it was church and school and home, and being able to create that again for this generation.
Yeah, I totally agree. I remember growing up in my community back home, and all people took care of one another.
Absolutely.
You know, if one person didn't have one thing, we shared.
Go ask for some needs.
Exactly. And that's, I guess, part of how I was raised.
Yeah.
That's, that's kind of in me to give back.
Yeah.
Don't just necessarily take from your community, but invest in your community.
And share your resources.
Share your resources, right.
I'm thinking, I've been laughing, but I'm thinking about, go ask Miss Booker for a cup of sugar. And then when you got groceries, you gave her a bag, a sugar bag, right? And so there was that reciprocation. I think there's something to be said about even our cultural values, who we are as people, and how culturally we bring some of those same convictions to our job, right? I love my job. I love where I work and I love the community I serve. I don't know that I would have an opportunity like this anywhere else. Who else would be at it? I found out our campus is 13 years old. So you're on the ground level of building an institution that's going to be here hundreds of years when we're all, rocking in our rocking chairs and the grandbabies are reading to us. I'm not going to say anything else, but we're going to be rocking in our rocking chair. And this institution will still be here, but the imprint or the footprint that we've left, it will remain. That's important.
So I understand that we have some visitors here, and I also understand that we have a mock classroom that is utilized by the community. Can you tell us a little bit about that? And as we're talking about that, maybe we can walk upstairs and see that.
Absolutely, you developed that. When you first came, you had this large grant from the Dallas Foundation. I'm just going, they say give you your flowers while you yet living. And so Dr. Washington did a fantastic job of taking that grant money and creating a child care lab. And so it's a mock lab. It's little people. Oh, it's so cute. When little people can come in and they have learning stations, it's at their level and it has the manipulatives. And I get excited. I love this stuff like that. But centers, and so I'm excited about that. I think that'd be a great.
Let's take a look.
Okay, well let's go. I like to mess with my colors. I like my colors. So it's on the second floor, or is it on the third floor, Dr. Washington? I know it's moved. Okay, it's on the second floor. All right, y'all understand? We'll see you on the elevator, Miss Judith.
That's mine. You can leave it there, Judith. You sure? Yeah. I ain't going nowhere. If they want that, they can. Okay. All right. See y'all.
All right, we'll see you at the elevator, Miss Judith.
And of course, we're going up the elevator, the stairs, because this is good exercise.
Good exercise.
Yes.
Making some of those bones talk.
And of course, you know, for those of you out in Facebook land, you get to see the university a little bit. So right now we're in the School of Education. Of course, it's summer, so most of our
Offices are closed.
Yeah, offices are closed. Instructors are on vacation. You have a few here, but not very many. But we're taking you to the Child Development and Family Studies mock classroom, which has visitors today. So we have one of our community child care centers here today.
This is awesome. Oh, I hear them. I hear the little people.
You gonna make it out?
How you doing? It's good to see you.
So this is the mock classroom that we have that was funded by the Dallas Foundation. And and we have Wise Academy here today, one of our community child care facilities. And I'd like for you to meet their director. As you can see, children are everywhere. But this is one of the facilities that they use as a field trip. So sometimes if they want to get out of their own centers, they can come here. And we want to encourage those children to go to college. So Ms. Hollis, tell them about that, because we have this thing that we call We're Going to College, right? So tell our Facebook family about We're Going to College and why you bring your children here to the university.
So I'm Tabitha Holmes. I'm the executive director for Wise Academy. And we come to the college because we want to make sure that our children know that they have options in life. After they graduate from high school, they have different pathways that they can take. Possibly college could be one of them. So we try to instill in them now at an early age that college is a positive thing. And so when the children come up here, when we're getting ready at the facility, they normally say, "Are we going to college today?" And it's like, yes, preschool is up into college. So we come up here in this mock classroom that I've helped set up and prepare and make sure that even teachers that are a part of the program here at the University of North Texas are aware of what a child care facility classroom should look like. And there should be learning centers for the children to participate and be actively engaged in. So they are not doing the same activities in every center. Every center has we have like a math center, science, library area, arts and crafts, puzzles, dramatic play area. So everybody has something that they're engaged in, depending on what the theme is for the month. But for today, they're just doing free play. So we just try to instill in them that college is a positive thing, something good for them to aspire to become good citizens once they graduate, and just be productive in life.
What I think is so cool, and you can see I just lit up, they have learning stations, and so the kids have the opportunity to play like they're at home, in real life. So the little kitchen, we've been served tea, somebody boiled bacon, that's a new technique, and they're just finished giving the baby a bath. I love it, but they're getting to use their imagination, and for children, this is work. Play is work. And I think that's something that we have to allow them more opportunities to do. Yeah, really cool.
But think about the cultivation of ideas, imagination, helping them to begin to develop their thought process, how they think, how they see the world differently. This is that opportunity to begin that, that first stage of life. And begin to change things, see how things are done differently, see how your imagination works, and then move into another direction of how you see life. So, beautiful.
You gotta put it together. I know that, baby. The other thing I think is so cool, if you look at the babies that they're playing with, they're all different shades, right? They're different shades of babies. I just love it. Over here, they're building a house, and they're very much engaged. Aren't they engaged? Where does this one go?
They put a little bit of salt.
Hi guys.
Hi. So they're learning science.
I'm trying to get it to look like this.
This is the CDFS Law Classroom. This is where we come. We allow our community centers to come to take their kids on field trips to get outside of their environment and come into a new environment. And also we want to encourage our children and let them know that they have an opportunity to come to college. Sometimes these students or these children are in the computer lab, so they're working on the computers. Some of the centers don't have them, so the University of North Texas at Dallas makes sure that they are exposed to all the latest and the greatest technology that's out there. So we are just proud of what we do, and we are also cognizant of making sure that our children know that they have an opportunity to go to college. So I guess we're going to wrap things up. I think that's our 30 minutes. Thank you so much, Facebook family, for joining us today. Thank you to Dr. Lacey and Dr. Colvin for having taking the time out to work with us today, to talk with us today. And again, thank you, Facebook family. Again, this is National Black Child Development Week here in Dallas. We're going to sign off. Bye now.